Down here, salt is a way of life.
Hey guys, welcome to Saltmine Monday Night Fights. My name is AceOfSpuds. Joining me on the mic today is Jasper Valkyrie. Say hello to the people, Jasper.
Hello everyone, how are we doing? We got some fantastic sets lined up for you today. Who have we got for us?
Yes, we have some absolutely sick sets. So first off, we're going to have FGC Nakama or / One-chan versus the Big Snoozy. So that will be our first of 5 for today. That will be followed by the Faksu versus Giko Juri, which will be our first of 7 today. And last but definitely not least, we will have the Soundest of Boys, up-and-coming Cody superstar in the UK, versus none other than Saltmine current superstar, really, Mr. Crimson, arguably the best Halcyon player we see around these parts. That will be our first of 10, guys. So definitely a very good fight card we got tonight. What do you think of the matchups, particularly, Jasper?
We've definitely got. It's interesting that we got a double Honda bill between Big Snoozy and Faksu. Both UK actually. Hondas coming in here.
Yes.
And then of course we got the real wild card, which is the new Alex. It's he's a bit hard to read still as a character, I've got to say. But he's definitely a lot scarier than he once was, I'll put it that way.
Do you know what? I agree. I think he kind of went under the radar a little bit initially with these Season 5 buffs, but they're playing out quite scarily for non-Alex players. You know, he's got some much better damage, much better confirm routes. The character's actually kind of like, you don't want him to get near you at all anymore.
For sure. Like, he got probably the lion's share of buffs across the whole roster, but he was that much worse than everyone else that I think some people might have overlooked it a tiny bit, because he really was quite dreadful. But
True. I would say, yeah, other than Ryu, he is probably the most buffed character this season,
much,
right?
Yeah.
Probably him and Ryu together, probably the most
that
buffed.
Main character privilege, Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 3.
It's true.
Oh, I love this jacket. Oh, it's gorgeous.
And do you have any particular insight into this matchup?
I can't imagine it's going to be too fun for Alex to get Honda off of you. I can't imagine it's going to be too fun trying to jump in on that headbutt. I could definitely see Honda having a strong advantage here still. But right now we're getting a bit of a footsie game, and we're just seeing Alex kind of... Oh wow, never mind!
Nice!
Getting that backdrop follow-up, that is a cheeky thing. Oh wow, just... Feeding for those dash at command grabs, no reaction from Big Snoozy.
Forward heavy kick, activate, nice. A little too far to confirm it, and maybe the headbutt, but it's too far.
Yeah, he didn't have charge, he just missed out on that. Wonderful stuff with the dash up while you check for it. Oh, nope.
Oh, doesn't get any opportunity.
There is
Oh, here we go, highlight reel.
Oh, the reset into the hyper bomb. Goes to the jump back and another parry to close it out. Wonderful stuff.
Round 2.
Very clean usage of the V-trigger from One-Chan. I mean, if you want to play the meme lord, you actually have to have those parries on deck, right? You can't just be throwing them out willy-nilly. You have to actually put the time in, invest the lab time into parrying the right things.
Definitely, it's a much weirder parry than your Abigail's, your Gills, your Ryu's.
Exactly.
But the reward is absolutely wonderful if you can find them. And right now, Big Snoozy's trying to kind of find their way and actually corners themselves here. And that lariat is going to be huge damage into the backdrop. What's the mix? Just burn the back off. I like it standing under the meter. Time, I should say. Ooh, that's a huge activation. Straight.
And Oni-chan was just trying to, play patient, keep his corner positioning, poke with his big buttons. Snoozy taking a fantastic opportunity to activate. Maybe not the best usage of meter to cash it all out in level 3.
Much better uses than that though. This is a catastrophic situation. Chen dead.
That has to be a dropped input, right? Or a drop confirmed. There was no way that was intentional.
Definitely. I mean, I pray.
So that's going to tie up the first game. Anyway, a round apiece. Definitely still on the table here for Big Snoozy.
Ooh, missed the anti-air though.
Missed the anti-air, yeah.
It's a little bit late, but more hands always to come. It's such a scary thing to try. It's so scary to know what to do after a Honda hits you with hands. Because anything can happen. They can dash up, they can just back off.
Yep.
Trying to get really cheeky with a counter cancel command grab, but it's not going to catch.
That gets reset out there, trying to jump out of the pressure. Parries. Never going to have enough time to trigger activation.
Oh my lord.
Parry, that's really clean from One-Chan. That was nice.
Absolutely. When you do the normal butt slam, only the EX has a hit on the way up, and that's the one that's the real menace. All the other ones are a lot more reactable, and when you have a tool like the parry that Alex has when they're in activated form for the V trigger, yeah, they're actually super going to be able to react to that and scout that out. Really good stuff to One-Chan, aka Nakama. Oh wow, just finds that heavy punch.
You know, it's early days yet, right? Big Snoozy has plenty of sets here to, maybe feel the matchup out, get a rhythm of what One-Chan's looking for.
Absolutely. Even this first set, longer than pretty much any set you'll find in tournaments, so gets the corner with the VT.
Yeah, great activation, gets the pressure going. This is exactly where Honda wants to be.
Yeah.
Oh, gets counter poked though, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, because that was their turn because they whiffed the lariat because it only hits standing opponents. But, oh no, that's going to be it.
He's dead for this, I think. Yeah.
Didn't even have to spend the bar. Nakama's definitely just looking way more comfortable in this. Gotta say. And honestly, I'm loving how they're willing to play these footsie games at the start of the round, just to kind of vie for space.
Okay, having lost a lot of space here though early on, EX stun gun, and jump back against that. Great neutral jump though from Snoozy, gets the reward for it.
Scouting that command
as full meter on deck.
Big Snoozy is a super big purveyor of this crouch medium kick, which I don't really usually see on Team 4 as like
it is -2 right now.
They just
tossed them.
yeah. The thing is, you can definitely just combo that. You could just do like kick into headbutt, I believe. But you know what? Get it done. Oh wow, yeah, just not able to see these dashes in time. Getting caught by the dash up hyper bomb. Oh no, he's throwing the bows.
No, he's in the loop.
Oh,
that's gonna be a stun.
There's the big
boot.
boot.
Can he kill her with 1 meter?
Oh!
Oh no, yeah. He tried to go for the reset.
Yeah, he's trying to get real cheeky with it.
And again, the opportunity for Snoozy to get back in it here. Not quite though.
Alex wins.
Good lord,
definitely looking a little tough for Snoozy at the moment.
Definitely, they are looking a little bit lost. Even when Nakama dropped that massive stun situation, it's they just have so much control of the screen at that point, and there's such a life lead they weren't able to bring it all together.
Fight.
See,
and obviously Honda's V-Skill 1 is pretty much pointless swapping in this matchup, but the V-Trigger 1 does have a lot of utility, I think, in this matchup, so it might be, as the set goes on, an option for him to consider.
You'd have to hope, but this is kind of potentially the last opportunity, because they have got to get on the board here or it's all over ASAP. There's the activation on that forward heavy kick, but just cleaving straight through with the EX slash. Right now, One-Chan is just looking ridiculously dominant, and there's the low, catching the walk.
Round 2. Clean
though, very clean.
Definitely. No, what we're seeing from Nakamura is incredibly high quality Alex play. Big Snoozy's just not been able to find that response that they need. Ooh, getting the stomp in, find a counter hit combo for good measure. Good lord.
Nice. Counter poking here with the crouching medium kick is working in some regards for Snoozy. You know, he is using it as a poke tool. It is working out. Oof, but just getting chopped.
Yeah, they're getting sliced up right now. There's an activation, just going to V-reverse to stop that pressure. Doesn't react to the raw VT2. There's an activation of Nakuma's own. Oh my lord! Beautiful stuff.
The parry, really nice from Snoozy.
Neutral
jump, great. He can kill off this.
That actually killed outright. Wonderful stuff.
That was really clean from Snoozy, actually, at the end of that round. Good stuff.
They played around the parry super nicely. And yeah, as you said, it's a weird option I'm not super familiar with, but that crouch medium kick is doing a lot for Snoozy just to kind of halt that momentum.
It's a poke button, right? It's not a combo tool. It can be used to frame trap off some lights, but it is essentially a poke more than anything else.
Just as Chan is taking a moment to be like, okay, how do I get my offense going? That's when the dash and Noicho comes in. Wonderful stuff.
Trigger available. Oh, V-shifts! Doesn't get punished though, maybe. Pretty sure he could have broke there, right? V-shift break definitely would have punished that.
Yeah, I think they were just a little bit hopeful to try and close out around there. It gets a wonderful heavy punch anti-air. But eats the stomp.
No. V-shifts again!
Oh my god, it's a hand?
Whoa.
Win.
What in the world?
I think Snoozy's after stopping his Ultra Instinct juice. He's in the match now. Alright guys, so getting a set on our game on the board in our first to 5. Not making it as clean cut as maybe One-Chan would have hoped. Good stuff.
No, there's definitely signs of life there. That looked like really, honestly, quite nice for Big Snoozy. Even if the ending was a little bit, a little bit tense and a little bit scary. They definitely look like they're kind of figuring this out. Hopefully it's not too late though. Yes, we're in the corner now. Oh, but they call out the command grab. Yeah, this is the sign of life.
That was fantastic. And the V-shift again! Counter it with the stand heavy! Oh my god!
This is looking like a different player. Big Snoozy is turning up right now. And the stop side as well over the big boot. Good lord. And now...
His girlfriend, boyfriend, mom, father, cousin, uncle, somebody came in with that gamer juice for him. I'm telling you.
Like, right now, Nakama has to figure out a way to get in without eating a single hit.
But he just throws him out of the match!
Beautiful stuff. That's really good stuff from Big Snoozy right now. Big Snoozy's woken up, I gotta say. On the stop sign again. It's the old faithful.
Hell yeah. It's like, is there a better air to air button? I would struggle to name one.
The old, I mean, not since the head stomp change from Bison. Pretty much that's the only thing.
Sure.
You see how he brings his arm down? That's a fist.
He's looking really clean though this round.
Yeah, working on a pseudo perfect right now. Only grey life on them.
Okay.
Oh my lord, there's the parry.
Oh, parry's the stop sign.
Huge opportunity to just back off. Oh my god.
Really nice and almost as quickly as One-Chan. Actually, probably faster than One-Chan went 2-0 up. He's brought it back to 2-2.
Yep, we're even right now.
Nicely done.
That was such a weird situation because they got the backdrop and they stole the corner, and then they just backed off. Maybe they were just expecting Big Snoozy to just try and leap out of the corner, but yeah, that's when you want to start throwing them bows as Alex, surely.
We're gonna have to start calling him Big Wakey soon. Yeah, One-Chan just pushed him with the boot though.
Oh, that's
the cross shot lariat,
huge
really good damage and corner.
Oh, and they find a powerbomb as well. Stun. Oh my god, they went for everything. They're convinced they're going to try and jump out the corner. Oh my lord.
This might stun? Oh, he doesn't even need the stun, what am I saying?
The remaining grey life from that V-reversal, plus the moves that got blocked, just got ripped to shreds by that hyper bomb. It'd be so sad to see Big Snoozy fall here after making such a huge comeback, but right now...
He does have some space to wiggle, though this is the first to 5.
True. Oh my lord, there's another hyper bomb.
Man grab.
This thing does so much damage. Kind of hit.
Nice, catch him counter stand heavy. But you throw. And again, this chop is getting its work done. The neutral jump. Not enough time to parry it.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting that stop sign to actually connect, so they actually went for a grab there, even though it was still a hit stun. And another command grab, evening it out once again. This set looked so one-sided, and all of a sudden, now I literally can't call this, and I don't think I'll be able to for the rest of it. But right now, Snoozy is
just going in ham the start of this round.
Finds
The
a
walk
side switch
under was nearly
accidentally.
clean. Yeah.
Just getting booted towards the corner. Oh my lord.
Cannot take him.
Yeah,
under
you've
big
got to
hit
be
here.
careful with those.
Oh, armor through DX. Okay, gets the counter hit confirmed into the V trigger.
Oh, no
Just
stun.
not enough to stun because of the scaling.
Yeah, not quite gonna find it a little bit too high up on the stop sign.
Oh
to actually
no!
hit. Oh, that's tragic! Oh wow! Catch the backdash with another chop. This stand heavy punch is doing so much work. Oh my lordy! Yeah, just kill. Into super.
Oh, into V trigger.
Oh, they actually didn't. I'm looking at the wrong bar.
Oh, he woke
the
up
wake up
super
super though. Jinxed it.
Yep. It's going to be 3-2 so far to Onechan, but definitely Snoozy not out of the game yet.
Absolutely. This is turning into a real slobber knocker. These two are just beating the stuffing out of each other.
Well, given the two characters, right? Two characters that when they're in on top of you, batter you, and that equally have difficulty in getting somebody off of them. It is going to be a slobber knocker, as you said, Jasper.
For sure. Ultimately, end of the day, these characters have forearms bigger than their heads, so...
Very true.
Oh, I love that Alex stand medium kick. It just reaches actually so far. Ooh, going for that light slash is safe on block. Even if you lose your turn for it. Really good gap closer.
Wasn't quite close enough to maybe get the cross up with DX.
Oh, the big jump.
Yeah. Trigger available for both players. Catches the jump out.
Yeah,
trigger
activation
on deck
for
here now for Alex.
Nakama. Oh,
Good
I
neutral jump for
love
Snoozy.
wonderfully stuff.
Activates.
Maximize
Into
it.
hands. Into the toss. Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Gets the meaty.
another one, but a bit too far away because they weren't in the corner this time. Oh, just put him straight back though.
It won't kill. Okay, anything though will take it for Snoozy. And there it is, the crouch medium kick. Catches a button, catches a wall, catches something.
Tried and true. Big Snoozy looking fantastic, trying to equalize this set once again. These neutral jumps, Nakama needs to find a response to these neutral jumps because Honda is becoming so reliant. Good reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
another
cross shot
huge
forward heavy kick.
Yeah.
And straight into the corner we go. Gets the counter hit.
We've seen so
Into
many.
hands pressure.
We've seen that stomp so many times. I know at some point that cancel is gonna come out, and they're not gonna be ready. There's just no way.
Oh, the parry. Super on deck for both players. One touch could confirm it. He drops
Doesn't
it.
find the super conversion. Oh.
Oh, and there's the parry
Easily.
again.
Nakama bringing it back from the brink so many times in these rounds. These parries have been so clutch. Oh, finds the cheeky cross up. Was not ready for the tip throw. I love the double crouch medium into the butt slam. No one's ready for that. Finds a headbutt pushing towards the corner here. Oh, I love this little micro spacing people are doing. Oh, the EX slash so they can still get a pickup in at that range.
I love it.
That's beautiful.
Toughen him.
Yep, EX backdraw. Oh, wonderful back jump from Big Snoozy. These two are playing so incredibly.
Lost him
Activation.
again.
It's
And
still
resources on
available.
deck though for Snoozy. Okay, here we go.
Oh my lord,
Oh, he's
it's
gotta be
bleeding
careful,
through.
But Snoozy can armor through something here.
Another slash.
Oh, never mind it. Yeah, the chop. Oh, sorry, slash, you're right, not chop. Top slash, chop. Alright, so we are looking at 4-2
Absolutely.
currently to Onechan, Nakama.
They're only allowed to win 2 matches in a row. That's just how it works.
Now it's going to be, yeah, we're going to get it. It's going to be 2-2. It's going to be 2 in a row now for Snoozy. We're going to have a 4-4. Watch. Yes, I guarantee you.
Like, these interactions are being won on the most minute of timing, minute spacing, over and over again. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that did end up happening. Oh, wonderful tick throw setup after all of that.
Gotta be careful for the stun.
And there's the corner, nice and simple. Stop once again. Oh, but just slashing straight out. That's such a dangerous option to go for. It's so unsafe on block.
Dunks him again.
Boot from that close is also just like Nakamura's just throwing out these buttons with no remorse and no fear.
Okay, trying to play the hands pressure. Yeah, okay, gets a hit.
Finding the way through.
Reversal, though.
Let's them get the
Throws the reversal.
Oh my god, they're alive! Oh, the head stomp, the stomp just to get out of the corner, and then the double toe taps. Hitting them in the shins to find that round and beat on set point here. This is Nakamura's opportunity
Cross
to
up
close
Lariat again.
Wow. It's just throwing them bows. Oh my
He's
lord,
just
there's
slogging him. Does have a super. I don't know if he can kill off super here. Perhaps.
No. Ooh, maybe. Oh no, absolutely.
Be
Look
close.
at just a not quite.
Just not
Just
enough.
a little bit, but the dash up low.
Oh, the dash up light. Oh.
That's such an unfortunate turn of events. To have a final round like that, real rough business.
It is, but very, very strong final two rounds from Nakama, but absolutely nothing taken away from Snoozy. Did very well, bringing those two games back after going 2-0 down to come 2 back in a row is fantastic. And as you said, it was really down to some minutia in the following rounds as to who took it.
Definitely. Snoozy played that fantastically. To take those first 2 games, pick yourself back up and be like, nah, we're fine.
Yeah.
And play like that, good stuff.
Yeah, sure. So don't forget, guys, on Friday, as normal, we will have King of the Saltmine. That is our first to 3 single elimination bracket, in which the winner of the bracket gets the chance to take on the current reigning king. On Sunday, as always, guys, we will have a regularly scheduled Saltmine League tournament with points up for grab, and if I'm not mistaken, it is only 2 weeks left for that regular league to get points before the top 8 cut is decided. So if you're on the board, if you're near to being on the board, if you want to just get some good matches in, if you want to just get in on the fun, please do join us on Sunday for that one, guys. And of course, Friday, the King of the Saltmine is open to all comers as well. So get in there, get your first to 3s, maybe perchance get a sniff of the crown. You might not win the crown, but you might get close enough to sniff it.
Anything can happen in that kind of format when there's a really small amount.
Yes.
This game is terrifying and it's absolutely chaotic. Super worth it no matter what level of skill you're at. But speaking of level of skill, we got 2 GMs in here. We got Fucksuit and we got Geeko Jury. Fucksuit was hovering the Alex, and I'm like, don't do this.
And Geeko does, obviously, as his name suggests, play a lot of Jury, but I know that this year he has been playing quite a lot of Kami as well.
Respectably enough, Kami,
as we disagreed before the stream started, is a broken top tier character, so why not play her?
I don't think those were quite the words, but it was something similar if that.
It was.
But no, Kami is incredible this season. Really solid, and nothing but new tools to play with, pretty much across the board. So I don't blame anyone for messing with Kami this season. I'll be very interested to see if we see this Alex from Fucksuit. Maybe they're just trying to scare us. Conventionally, they're a Honda player by trade. They're one of the best of the business. Ooh, there's the new Jury outfit as well, the Dictator style costume, versus the most cursed costume.
Final boss. Yeah. It is the most cursed costume. Do you know what makes it cursed? Is the bald spot. If it wasn't for that, I could kind of understand it. The bald spot makes it awful.
I would say the bald spot is it's like a classic Kappa thing. That's just what Kappas look like.
Sure.
It's a mouth thingy. But regardless, the corner is what's really the problem right now. This actually has been shoved in there ASAP. Geeko is just going
actually
crazy.
entered Saltmine League yesterday for the first time and did really well. So yeah.
Yes, he did. You're right.
And it's always
and
good
I will
seeing
be watching.
fresh
Sorry,
faces with
representing Italian FGC.
Yes. We actually don't have that many Italians right entering Saltmine, but they do have a very strong contingent of players.
Factory. It's always good seeing people playing like more niche characters and being from less represented communities, just bringing more folks into the fray. So like that B shift just getting out and their back jump to beat out that headbutt. Wonderful read on that situation.
I will be watching this match extremely closely as I am currently learning a bit of jury myself. So maybe pick up a couple of things. But yeah, I heard changed in one of the minor patches that we got in the last couple of weeks, right? It was a bit wonky compared to some other ones, and now it seems to function correctly. So it's good that they fixed it and recognized it.
Yeah, I think it was her and Chun-Li went a little bit further than they were.
Chases down the B-shift, gets the crush.
I'll tell you, Honda's going nowhere.
Yeah.
But headbutting out of that situation, just wanted to try and diffuse that pressure a little bit is Fatsu. Finding the way out. Yep, just find that jab check.
It won't be enough to kill.
Activation point for Fatsu. Going for the guard break. Oh, they pressed a button.
Oh!
Final round.
That is the scariest thing about all of those guard break buttons in this game. Is like if you flinch and they release it early, you actually just explode.
You do.
So getting into round 3 here. We're seeing a bit of a slower game plan, but Fatsu going for those hands. That was the heavy hands, but no response from Geeko. That is -2. So it is your turn to play.
Okay, correct. Confirms from Geeko.
Looking real nice, yeah.
Nice cross up. Gets DP anti-air.
Oh, it gets hit by the ground fireball.
Yep. Wasting no time, just backing off, getting the fireballs on the deck, create that pressure neutral situation that Jury does want against the character like Honda.
For sure.
And you see a lot of use of the... Sorry, go ahead.
You definitely want that little bit of space when you have someone like Jury versus this big man.
V-shift? Okay, good tech.
Wonderful DP!
DPs? That should kill... Okay, this is going to be the first game for Foxu. But an interesting note, actually, in our first match with the Honda, you mentioned, Jasper, that you get hit by the hands from Honda, and you're just like, well, what's he going to do next? Interestingly enough, Jory's stand medium kick being a fast 2-hitting button means that every single time you get hit by hands or block hands, if you just press stand medium kick, it beats every option Honda has.
That's actually fascinating. I did not realize that because it's so long reaching. Well,
exactly.
5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a really strong option in this matchup.
If you watch Geeko carefully, every time he gets hit by hands, I would highly, I would bet all my money on him hitting that stand medium kick. Oh, I didn't know you could duff the headbutt out like that. Yes.
Learning new things every day in this matchup.
Oh, that was cheeky.
Really nice sandwich combo there with that fireball.
Okay, applying the light pressure activates off the heavy install.
It's the grab on the reversal as well. Now, Fax is going to really...
Jury's V-Trigger 1 is actually a really interesting V-Trigger when you look into the minutiae of it, right? Gives her all her installs while the V-Trigger's up, but it also gives her essentially create a combo, target combo, which is 2 Galaxy Brain for someone like me, so it's just...
It even busts her forward dash. It does a lot of things.
Oh, yes, and her forward, it's better than Akali's forward dash in V-Trigger, I want to say. It's ridiculous. You can... 2 forward dashes covers the full screen in a second. It's ridiculous. Okay, apologies.
Ooh, finds a raw command grab out of the blue, just the chase down. Finding a big crush counter there.
Crush counter, that's gonna hurt.
Absolutely.
Just holding this hand pressure.
Hands after hands after hands. And carrying
okay,
all the
wake
way
up EXDP. Bust out. Oh, that catches the V-shift. It can do a lot of damage off this confirm. Sets up the fireball.
It's a really nice overhead in all of that mix.
Okay, just the raw activating neutral. Okay, really nice catch from Faxu there. Put himself on 2-0.
That's the power of having that V-trigger, but you can just shove yourself forwards at a moment's notice while walking forwards. You don't have to hold that button, hold down back to get it. Plus that hit of armor. And I'm definitely not going to say no to that either. Scary stuff.
Of course, as we mentioned, guys, this is a first to 7, so we're still early days yet, and Geeko has been playing quite a lot of Kami as well, so does have a backup character on deck if he's not feeling this matchup too well. Although, I've seen Jury players saying this is a horrible matchup for Jury, and I've seen Honda players saying this is a horrible matchup for Honda. So what that tells me is it's 5-5.
That's usually a safe bet. When that's the discourse, you have to kind of assume either of them.
Oh, gee. I get a little, I don't like fighting Hondas, but I do get a little bit of dopamine directly into my brain every time he does an EX OG. I don't know why. There's
something about the camera working. Oh, I'm just slamming the hell out of him. Double butt stumps just kind of change that width.
Get all the installs on deck. So just butt stomping.
Yeah, he's gonna
a
load
nice V-shift.
Gets tagged by that fireball on the way down. Scary stuff. For Foxy.
Oh, great conversions there from Geeko.
Oh my lord. Foxy's just not allowed to breathe right now. Find their way out with an activation though. Finds a back throw into the corner. This is huge situation. Oh my.
DP's it? Not even EX DP's it, just the medium. Great reaction.
Absolutely. And Oi chose
Can't take another hit like that.
The dopamine coming in.
I saw that one coming in slow motion.
Honda wins.
That's 3 games in a row going to Faxu right now. Which, you know what, like, Geeko Jury is not playing badly in the slightest, and they're having really nuanced like, interactions during the set, but right now, Faxu is just finding these round endings right now. Like,
you know, I think that's what it is, right? It's the closing out the rounds, as you said, is going in the favour of Faxu. It's not going in the favour of Geeko right now. It's not a massive thing. We have gone back to character select. Honestly, I don't know if he's going to swap. He might just be taking a breather, thinking about those round ends, how he can close them out better. But of course, the Kami could be coming out.
Definitely. Yeah, it's no secret that, you know, Jury does a hell of a lot less damage than a character like Honda, who just, like, as soon as you get tagged by Honda, you're bleeding out, you're on minus frames, anything can happen. You can just, like, you're out like a light. Jury has to kind of win quite a lot of interactions and do a lot of work to kind of get a similar damage output. Right,
exactly. Without the installs, without the meter, Jury's damage is maybe not the greatest compared to some other characters, but never mind Jury, because we are seeing Scammy on deck, so let's go.
Just asking for it. I can't.
You don't have to pay me, you know, 100,000 salt coins to say it. I'll say it for free. You know, scammy.
Yeah, and I fire you, bro.
No, you can't fire me based off your own personal biases. That's against all employment laws, actually. You can't do that.
I already did.
It's too late. It's done.
Hands. Feet shift though, really nice from Geeko.
Yeah, it's a really nice.
And he is going to be stunned.
Yeah, brutal stuff. Even with that beautiful option of sneaking their way through, they just ate maybe like 8 hands in a row.
And one thing that Kami and Jury definitely do share in common is they are both, in fact, made out of paper mache, so Honda can dish out some serious stun to them very quickly.
Absolutely. I think Kami is joint lowest in the game now, after the recent changes. Or is that someone else? Seth is now literally made it. My apologies. Oh, getting that cheeky hooligan in to try and sneak their way out of the corner successfully, I might add. I'm loving how well Geeko across this whole set has been able to play around the butt stomps over and over again. They're finding unique punishes every time. Not every time.
And gets punished for it though. Nice.
Yep, find it around. This is the opportunity Geeko needs to kind of bring themselves back into the fray there.
This is the massive potential momentum shift that Geeko needs, and he is. It looks like he's seizing it already, ready to capitalize on these little hits. Goes for the reset that we've been seeing for 5 seasons now.
Absolutely, it's the classic.
It still works.
This is what are you gonna do about it? Command grab, just V-shifting
Yeah, the V-shift, really nice.
That butt stomp is not what it used to be just because that universal cast now. Oh, wonderful. Sneaking in the low.
Okay.
At least
This could be tough for Geeko. Okay, bossing out with the XDP, we love to see it.
Oh, there's a stun.
This kill! Oh, it's a stun though.
Brutal stuff. I definitely think the camming is working though. It looks a lot... It feels like they have to do a lot less work to get to where they're getting to, but they're still not able to clutch out these rounds. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly could they be doing.
Exactly.
Sneak their way.
No, I do think it's one of those things where, as you said, the rounds are very close. It's in the details in the devil's in the details, and Geeko just needs to, you know, maybe find those 1 or 2 hits he's not getting, maybe get that back jump that he's not getting against these headbutts.
Oh, for sure. We saw at the very
that said,
start.
though, Faksu is. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I was going to say we saw at the very start. The back jumping the headbutts, but oh no.
But Faksu was clearly listening to us and said no, and went really hard this round and got a. That looked like Geeko didn't have much of a say in that round.
That was a little one player looking, to be quite honest. That, but Geeko trying to change it a little bit. Yeah, it's that wonderful back medium punch. And yeah, I'm liking this. We're still seeing signs of life. They're still in back. Trying to space these buttons, get those DPs, just force Honda away a little bit. Is it just too late? Or are we gonna find a way through? It's worth noting those the V-skill hands for Honda does not change its properties on block, it's only on hit. So that stuff is not
only
any
on
more
hit,
safe
right?
than the other charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sneaks in a counter
counter hit. Doesn't get a confirm.
Oh, that's so tragic. That was their opportunity. Oh my god!
Oh, V-shifting a DP, that's a new one.
Honda wins.
That really brought me back in time. Wait, like backdashing uppercuts on Wake Up, full Street Fighter flick.
Right. Definitely a flash from the past, right?
Ooh, wonderful stuff from Faksu.
Round 1.
Continuing
Fight.
this dominant lead. 5-0 right now. That's not how you want things starting. With
Okay, tosses him.
Oh, but then they're missing their
No
cancels. This is so unfortunate for Geeko. It really looks like it's starting to crack apart here at the seams. And missing dive kicks or missing buffers. This is not a good time.
Okay, good punish though on the headbutt.
Absolutely. Baits the V shift.
They
but
tried to
doesn't get
punish the V-shift, just a little too slow.
huge punish there.
There we
Okay.
go, that's what they were looking for last time. That should be kill, right?
Not quite. There's a very chunky boy.
No.
Oh, getting away with a little bit of murder there. Finds the trade, but Faksu.
It's the shell, man. You don't realise that the shell actually adds plus 10%, you know, stun value. It's cheating.
Pay to win costumes. Shake my head. Ooh, seen that V skill again. We've seen that a couple of times, and it's worked pretty much every time it's been brought out so far. As the dive kick gets a counter hit for it, finds the corner. Is this Geeko's opportunity? No, it's time to get hands. Oh no.
Definitely not looking as good as it should. The EX headbutt true just doesn't take any respect.
That's so rough. They whiffed that grab. There was no throw tech from Faksu whatsoever to speak of, and the command grab out of the blue from downtown.
That said, it's okay for Geeko. You know, has a meter advantage, significant meter advantage going into the final round of this game. So does have plenty of opportunity to spend it, hopefully. Get that life lead on board, maybe get the pressure that Cammy is well known for going. Although, that said, Faksu is clearly listening to me and making a liar out of me.
Oh, there's an activation.
Hit.
Yeah, Only get a small punish because of the distance, but there's the chance.
That stun is building.
Just headbutt out. They just headbutt out.
Okay, super perhaps? Yes, spend it all.
And right now this is a guess the game scenario. Anything will kill Faxu. Oh, what are they gonna get? No way.
Get touching! Oh my god.
Good lord, dude. Good lord.
Honda wins.
Oh, you can't make this up.
I think a thing I'm seeing is that Geeko is just they're playing around the constant threat of the throw for me. They're not actually throwing that much at all. And when you play that game, if someone notices that you're not throwing, it just goes out the window.
Right. Right, you have to if you're playing around establishing a threat but you don't show them the threat is there, it's not going to work, right? Exactly as you said, Jasper.
So let's see if we can hopefully see that adjustment or anything of the sort. You know, it feels like Geeko's getting a little bit closer every game, but right now, oh, that's a lot of damage. He still catches up with the V-Shield.
That's gonna stun?
That's the round, easily.
Yes. Ooh, very clean.
Absolutely. Faxu now on set point. It's looking to close this out in a complete shutout. Oh, finds the crush with that V-skill.
And counter pokes. So nicely timed there from Foxu.
Really nice.
Okay, just swinging past each other midair.
I can't understate how well Faxu's been playing. It's just like solid as a rock.
No, absolutely, Jasper. I definitely agree. And you know that is the best way to play Honda. You know, without sounding too stupid, the turtle playstyle is so good for if you can play Honda solidly.
So it just makes those moments of offense even more scary when they suddenly come flying at you with these command grabs. Ooh, gets an air hit,
Okay, got him
unfortunately.
out of it. That was good. Oh, fantastic catch with that there.
And again, they go for the shimmy, and there's just there. They're just not expecting the grab at all. So there's no fair, and that might be it. Absolutely.
I think he's dead. Very clean confirms from Foxu.
Honda
Really, really nice stuff from Faxu across the board. Unfortunate. You never like to see a 7-0. Pretty much any situation. But you know what? Faxu worked for it. They stayed solid throughout. They pretty much didn't have to change how they kind of approached the matchup, and they only kind of gained more information as things went. And that's just like the worst situation to be in when you're in a long set, when you're not finding the answers and they're finding even more answers than they already had at the start.
And you know, like you said, it's never nice to see the 7-0. But to be honest, and I know it sounds cliched, it doesn't really paint the full picture, right? So many of those games, Geeko was a couple of decisions left or right, a couple of guesses one way or the other. Literally one hit or the other could have taken it in so many of those rounds, and it is unfortunate for it to go that way. But it takes nothing away from how well Foxu played Honda that game.
No, for
Those
sure.
games.
They both played it very, very solidly. It's just unfortunate there was not quite enough to.
It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
100%. Someone's got to win at the end of the day.
Exactly. And speaking of winners and losers, guys, we are going to move on to our final set of the night. It is our first 10, the big one, the big cojones. So we got Mr. Crimson, hopefully not playing Rashid, so I don't have to listen to that song again. And again, Soundest of Boys. Now, Soundest of Boys, you might be more familiar with them than being a UK player, but as far as I knew, maybe wasn't playing as much in recent years, but has really come back into their own with Cody. You know, maybe the last 6 months, playing a lot, entering a lot more tournaments, and getting a lot more performances with this character.
They've become a very regular the UK centric online tournaments that have been going on. Constant facing their top 8s, and actually won the season finale that happened just this weekend.
Yes, that's correct, actually.
In a really dominant fashion over Shaxx, Mystic, all them lot. And then they got third just the day after at Saltmine League, losing to Shaxx, I believe.
And doing that back-to-back, day-to-day is ridiculous.
For sure, for sure. He's definitely coming to his own on a whole level. Learning up on mentality, training, everything.
And this matchup in particular, Jasper, what do you have any particular insight into the Dalsum Cody matchup?
It looks pretty miserable with your Cody, to be honest.
Right. Okay. I can see why.
Yeah, Cody definitely struggles with characters like Chun, Poison, Dalsum, that kind of breed of character that kind of keep you at bay for 1,000 years. Even with their new buttons that are a lot nicer in terms of long-reaching tools, it's still not their favourite.
And what's interesting there is Soundboy actually went for the far rock toss, predicting the teleport back, but it was actually the rock fire. He's dead for this. He's dead for it.
Just Mr. Crimson just not aware of where the rock was falling, didn't realise they were in the drop zone.
Yep, watch the birdie.
And if I were to say there's any two strengths that I really have to give up to Soundboy more than anything, it's that his combos are ridiculously well structured and well thought out, and his footsies have the best are just incredible.
From what I've seen of him, his situational awareness is top tier. Of when to go for each confirm, when to push what neutral. Something that you can't, I suppose, teach somebody. It has to be ground out. You have to really put the hours in to get that kind of situational awareness.
Yeah, you either have to play for years, or you have to really draw a map of your whole.
Face.
Oh, this is looking dire.
Your whole game plan, as it were.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Mrs. Crimson
really
just
nicely.
Final round.
Go on.
I was just going to say it's really nicely done. As we were speaking about situational awareness, Mr. Crimson showing us that he is no slouch in that regard.
Absolutely. When you're playing Dalsum, you have to have control of the screen at all times, and that teleport really giving Mr. Crimson the space control he needs. Finding the Zonk out of the blue, that thing is an absolute menace.
Okay, the good V offensive V reversal here for Soundboy. Lets him continue some pressure. Speaking of, though, into the carpet. Cannot take another confirm here, or he will be down and out. Oh! Catches him with the sniper on the way down, and then sniper on the way up.
Sniper into sniper, you know what? Whatever.
For a very peaceful yogi instructor, I'm sure to be sniping a lot of people, It doesn't really... what's going on here, buddy?
Something confirmed kills, He really does just take you down from across the court sometimes. It just feels like you never actually get to come get in there and fight with them. But when you do, it's usually a pretty good plan.
And yeah, okay, so the Zonk didn't reach, but the fact that he was able to whiff punish that limb was sick.
Definitely. Because when you know that spacing, all you gotta do is have... Oh, goes for that sway to try and get a cheeky punish on that drill. I'm not gonna find it though. You gotta try and defuse this stun.
Okay, gets the hammer. Gets some... Okay, sweep activate. We love to see it.
Uses the switch. You can.
V-shift, are you serious?
Yeah, you cannot use V-shift breaks versus. Because this is what happens. Everything falls apart.
Oh no! Oh no! Was it the sway that he V-shifted didn't work? It was, right?
Yeah, he swayed. He cancelled the move that was V-shifted into the sway, and Mr. Crimson took the bait, went for the V-shift break. Yeah, it's wonderful stuff. Swaying through the flame as well to get the trade. Wonderful stuff from Soundboy, because that gives you so much over Dalsum getting that knockdown.
Okay, he's in the carpet now, does have to be careful. Okay, no,
Yeah.
go ahead, maybe. There was possibly a confirm there, but... Okay, tosses him back into the corner for his troubles.
Careful isn't really how I would have described... Isn't how I would describe how Soundboy kind of... They kind of
Right.
felt like they were playing a little bit autopilot, terrified, I just want to get off, but kind of got... The health bar kind of vanished a little bit as soon as they were in that man. Ooh, it's a meaty slide. I love that stuff. Get that V reversal just
Okay, V reversal to get him off.
do not want that corner anywhere.
Time for some pressure for Crimson though. And it applies it fantastically. He thought the sniper would stun, but it just wasn't enough, and now he could have put himself in a really bad spot.
Yeah, unfortunately, Soundboy got an air hit. They'd found a grounded hit to punish. That would have been everything, but...
Okay, and Crimson does tie it out in the end, or sorry, take it out in the end.
Dawson win.
You know, that was maybe just a little, I don't know, maybe a little bit of nerves, a little bit of miscalculation. Definitely thought the sniper would stun. Soundest Boy is maybe not ready to get the full grounded punish, as you said. If he had, could have been a very different round. Definitely something Mr. Crimson's going to take stock of, you know?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely stuff that both players can kind of take away for the following games and be like, okay, I got to clean this up, and I'm seeing what they need to clean. Because a lot of, when you play a first to 10, it's all information gathering at this stage. So getting a solid feel for what people are up to.
Right. Even the first 3, 4, maybe even 5 games. Because you could, in a first to 10, you could end up playing 19 games, right? So a lot of it will be information gathering, as you said, Jasper, for the very, you know, even the first maybe half a dozen games.
Yeah, this is, it's a whole training session's worth of games.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Oh, huge stuff. Get that crouch medium punch into the Zonk activation point.
You gotta be careful. He can't take the command grab here. His stun is decaying now, though. Just opting to back jump to put it down.
And he...
Oh, and the sweep catches something!
Yeah, the sweep becomes such a cheeky tool for Cody. Into that swing, that distance, it just makes it safe. You get that really long-reaching long poke.
Right, exactly. It is interesting that it turns the sweep into essentially a safe poke, right?
Yeah.
With the V trigger. Which is the Yamato with this costume, which is a fantastic touch. Love it.
It's so good, it's so good.
Oh, the drill working out, gets a counter hit.
And that V reversal just trying to diffuse this pressure a tiny little bit. Gets a jump in though, that's pretty huge versus Dawson. But this is looking a little bit rough. Finds a raw zonk though. This. Oh, and Mr. Crimson is just standing in this so obtuse of a space just outside of that button range. That's crazy good positioning.
Final round. Fight.
And with a character like this, your positioning, your space on the screen is probably your greatest tool, right? It's your greatest ally, sometimes your greatest nightmare, but it is so important for this style of character.
Yo, you see that beautiful crush into the medium ruffian? And that's like, as you were saying, his situation is so impressive.
Okay, no! Just goes over it, the hurricane. Tornado, whatever, sorry. The windy thing. The X on though, gets the hit. Okay, good idea to V reversal there. He knew the V trigger activation was coming. Oh, just zonks his way through!
Yeah, it gets the level 2 zonk, which gives you a little bit of combo as well. Activation point.
Oh, okay, tried to ruffian his way through that.
Reflects the fireball, but Dulcim's already gone. He's on the other side of the... Oh my god.
Ooh. Okay. Soundest Boy cannot be touched by anything. And the crouching jab.
That check is so scary to go for.
Dulcim
You are, I
wins.
believe, -4. Dulcim. So
Yes.
pressing that button, you gotta be a brave soul.
Definitely.
But Mr. Crimson, despite everything, is
Round 1.
in a really solid lead right now in the set. Somebody's not managed to find their way onto just yet.
No. But again, as in all the sets today, a lot of these rounds have been very close down to the wire, and it is essentially still just information gathering at this stage. Soundest the Boy still has plenty of games to experiment, try things out, find out what does and doesn't work in this matchup.
Definitely, definitely. It's a nice light
It's the light confirm counter hit. Okay, Zonk activate. Oh, went for the command grab.
Yeah, that thing does so much
Oh,
damage.
gets
and
punished.
Oh, beautiful.
That's definitely something you have to be aware of, right, as Cody. Even if you're trying to toss the rock full screen, Dalsum can just teleport on your head. Bonk you. You gotta be careful.
Absolutely, yeah. You're never safe. No range.
No.
And yeah, using that new medium ruffian kick actually so unbelievably wild how strong that tool is now. Just closing distance in a
crazy
pretty
buff.
safe way. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that move, but you know, it'd be that way sometimes.
He needs this. Crush into the carpet. Yeah, that's going to really add a little bit of damage there. Catches him with the slide.
Sneaking under the second hit of the Zonk with the slide. Wonderful stuff. So as we said, definitely, obviously, like early games, the early games are information gathering, but the thing you have to be concerned about is how, like, this kind of limits how Samboy is going to be able to captain, because they have.
Right.
It's going to come to a point where they have to start winning.
And you know, it probably, as we were saying, this is the 5th game. It's kind of here or the next game where, right, I need to drink my gamer juice. I need to get my head in the game. I need to start getting some wins on the board.
Absolutely, the game which seems to be flowing based on that. For Soundbite, they got a nice healthy chunk of damage. Now, Mr. Crimson has to play a little bit aggressive to kind of eat this. Oh, zonking under the fireball.
Nice! Really nice! Activates off the target combo. Bang! Okay, thought maybe we could have seen a command grab there. Rock!
Oh.
Was it the rock? I don't even know. It
was not the rock.
It was the jab. It was the jab. Alright, okay, my heart. I was like, he threw the rock the other way, what?
If the rock had homing, there'd be no justice. Soundboy with a very, very strong round there. That was definitely what I'd like to see from this mare. And right now, again, Mr. Crimson just standing in these perfect spacings outside of Cody's effective range, but finds a zonk either way. Put in the corner at last. Sliding under that fireball, but a little bit too slow and too far to get a punish. Soundboy getting an opportunity of their own.
Yo, man like Xian every Friday. Thank you very much for the raid.
Oh, very nice, Xian. Very nice, thank you. We really appreciate it. Welcome everybody to our first 10 set here to close out our night. Much love, much appreciated.
We have some of the best in Cody and Dulcin action that you can find
exactly.
anywhere in this hemisphere. Going at it in this first 10 set. Oh my lord!
Did you see that thunk? The perfect release. And just as we were saying, right, you're 4-0 down, you've gathered your information, you've got the intel, you need to put a game on the board, you need to win one, and he does exactly that with a brilliant reaction with the EX song.
Yeah, we saw quite a few times that's the opportunity that Soundboy is definitely looking for right now. Every time those non-EX fireballs get tossed out, that's when there's coming through. Which, I mean, if you're getting a game for it, you definitely got to figure something to Mr. Crimson, because you are just not having access to that tool anymore.
Right. And Soundless Boy is feeling himself a little here, going in hard and heavy. Okay, activates the barbecue carpet. B-shift. Okay, doesn't get a full punish off the break though.
Some wonderful drills coming in from Mr. Crimson. Oh, finally finds an unsafe medium.
Okay, nice anti-air. Keeps himself, or keeps the opponent in the corner. Oh, on the slide.
Yeah, hitting the meaty slide, rough business.
Yep. And the thing is, if Elson tosses you in the corner now, you do not have to worry about the Gale anymore. The instant there Gale, gone. Doesn't reach. So you gotta be thinking about the meaty slide, you gotta be thinking about the meaty button. You don't gotta think about the Gale anymore.
Those days are behind us at last, at least. I feel like one of the big things Mr. Crimson is getting is this incredible drill pressure, so I kind of would like to see if Soundboy would be able to find ways of forcing miss spaces from Mr. Crimson. You know, if you like walk forwards, you can get some really bad frame data situations with it.
It does, right? It does. If you just walk into the drill, it can really mess with the Dalton.
That's so unfortunate. It misses the timing on the sweet hit.
It is pretty much a just frame, right? You've got like one frame to get it.
I don't know if it's just... Oh my god.
But nothing in SF5 is one frame, but you know, it's a tight link, right?
Yeah, it's not an easy one, but you've got to hit those. The reward is just ludicrous, but Why worry about that when you've got to worry about the wake-up supers coming your way?
Very, very true.
Round 1.
So we're at a 5-1 situation right now. Samboy, even with that game on the board, has definitely got to start upping the tempo, forcing Mr. Crimson into some more awkward positions. It really does feel like Samboy's been forced to play Mr. Crimson's game for all 6 games so far.
And it is just the style of the matchup, you know. It's definitely a matchup that I would say is in Dalson's favour. So in the, you know, you're playing uphill in the matchup. You do have to play the opponent's game plan a lot of the time and wait for your opportunity. Not going to get an opportunity this round though. Crimson closing it out with the stun.
Yeah, another beautiful combo conversion. Just knows exactly what they need, how much of it, close out that round.
And
nice
when
quick.
to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Really tough one. Oh, the whiff punch, we got those on deck. Tried to catch the teleport with the ruffian, I appreciate it, you know.
For sure, it's a solid idea.
Just too far for the zonk.
And that really has been the story of things, just a tiny bit too far over. Unable to catch that. Sweep
Sweep back to
activate.
base. B shifts. Okay, doesn't have the sway. Teleports out. Once he has the rock hit the limb?
It does have a hitbox on the way up. Just doesn't come up that often, let's be honest.
Oh, this is looking really tough for somebody.
Oh,
And gets
just floating.
right in the head, right in the noggin. A 50 caliber bullet that's in the shape of an arm, right to the noggin.
Yeah,
So tough to deal with.
over and over again, I'm constantly blown away by how well Mr. Crimson is just barely, just by the smallest margin, sneaking out of the range of these tools, be it floating up like we saw at the very end there, over the zonk, or just by standing
Round 1.
just a toe away from where the ruffian is going to end. Really impressive stuff.
Yes, absolutely, very impressive.
And there's the classic Dawson situation where you just see yourself dashing forwards and you're like, what am I doing? I'm just getting hit. Ooh, just barely misses the button on the jump in. Ooh, goes for the Gale there, despite everything. It's not.
Oh, and just enough to kill.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's not quite as good as it used to be, but it's absolutely
Still
still
very
a valid
powerful.
option. Now, it feels kind of like how how Airlex kind of changed from. where it's
For Chun, right?
it's- yeah, it's still a real thing, but it's not. kind of the-
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, definitely.
Getting out of that situation. Every time Mr. Crimson's able to find these perfect positions for these drills. Ooh, love that. Using because Mr. Crimson had to press the button to stop the jump in, they did fall on the fireball. That gives Soundboy a lot of screen to work with. And right now they do have the health lead, even if it's a little bit
Trying to
tenuous.
just punch the fireball. There we go. Let's have the
Ooh,
V-trigger activation ready. Here we get it off the X zonk. Gets thrown from the well-spaced drill. Tough position here again for Soundboy.
Definitely, yeah. The health is super even, but the position is a whole different story. Oh, they find a jump in though!
Oh! The
Against-
timing was absolutely perfect.
Final round.
Against all odds, incredible stuff for find their only way out. Nice stuff, getting the zonk into the throw. Mr. Crimson looks like they finally stopped pressing buttons after the zonk there, kind of been dissuaded from that. And so we're happy to play this passively right now, just letting themselves kind of get walked into the corner a little bit. It's a bit scary of a prospect. Oh my god!
These reactions, man.
An obscene counterplay coming in from Soundboy, just waiting for the perfect opportunity to get a full combo conversion, turn it
that was
into a
countered
corner.
there. Now, he went for the air tear, not quite. Okay, did catch him on the other side with the teleport. Soundboy though with a very strong life lead at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they're looking quite nice, especially if they can find that Zonk and confirm afterwards that they missed the combo.
There's the Zonk. Okay. One touch really on deck here for Soundboy if he can find the right hit.
Absolutely, they have a lot of grid life.
Soundboy's actually happy to back off a little here, knowing he does have a significant life lead.
Definitely. Dawson has to make the play here, and we've seen Soundboy getting these amazing whiff punishes and these amazing catches on the... There's the activation on the hammer kick.
Okay, gotta be careful here for Dawson.
10 seconds on the clock. This could go either way at this point. Looks like Soundboy's happy to just try and wait it out.
Oh my god! I thought he was ready to count the clock down though.
Cody
As soon as they had visually registered that Mr. Crimson was just running at them, because they knew that if they didn't then and there, there was just no way to deal enough damage in time. The Zonk just rockets across the screen. Wonderful stuff from Soundboy. Take their second game of the set, going 6-2 right now.
fight.
But that game was a whole different story from everything we've seen previous.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, finds their ruffian in, and honestly, yeah, the biggest thing, like Soundboy forced Mr. Crimson to play the game that Soundboy wanted to play. It was their turn on the Xbox at the end of the day. Oh, finds a beautiful crush sweep activation.
Okay, the big
Gets
crush.
hammer.
Gets the opportunity to set up the OP here.
Rock a little bit too far away, unfortunately. Yeah, just
The jump in.
wonderful stuff.
It gets really good damage off this.
And a
The rock.
sneaky
Yeah, the
con-
fake out. Beautiful.
The Rock was not the real threat whatsoever.
No.
Oh my lord. That's the real Soundboy stuff. You'd love to see it.
The cheeky stuff. Not very sound to you at all, boy.
Honestly, this pressure is absolutely sound. Looking fantastic. Although it looks like Mr. Crimson is turning up the tempo a little bit. Sick to death of these silly Cody mix.
Oh! The Zonk hits. Follows him all the way to the corner nearly.
And that EX of Flame to kind of get a little bit of an opportunity to Mr. Crimson. They have a massive life lead from. Oh.
Oof! The trade though working out for Mr. Crimson. Not making it easy for some boy.
You're joking. How many times is that now? That was a trained
I do
reaction.
manage to count.
Find that slide under that ruffian, finds another meaty. Yeah, V shifting out just to try and defuse the stun, but too little too late.
Yep.
That's gonna be a kill.
There is the stun though. Easily, yes. That said though, those two rounds were very clean for Crimson. However, Soundboy has clearly shown us in the last couple of games he has what it takes to get back into this.
I think what's important is that it's forced a complete tempo shift from Mr. Crimson. They are not playing how they played in the first half of the set, like even remotely. They are running directly towards Cody.
Yes, they are trying to play far more rush down, not let Cody get the opportunity to play those little traps he's established.
The question of whether Soundboy is trying to get Mr. Crimson to play that way, but
Should
right
be a
now,
stun. Yeah.
You also-
Speaking of traps, got caught by the classic fireball trap, and I don't think this can kill, but another fireball trap does block out properly this time. If he wins this, I will scream. No way.
This is a huge opportunity. Oh, V reversals through the rock.
Really nicely timed from Crimson. Yeah.
There's the Zonk, and
Oh, and he just
beautiful-
punches him.
a beautiful call out.
It was, right? It was. He knew the timing of his get-up, he knew the timing of the rock, and he knew that the stand medium punch would reach.
Absolutely. That's just how the rock hit them at the end during their win animation. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that stuff.
Okay, throws him after the slide.
Fine.
Crush here for Soundboy.
Cheeky sweeps.
Yeah, activate off the Zonk. No, doesn't choose to activate just yet. Takes the +2 instead.
Ooh.
And now he
looks
will activate on hit.
Yeah,
Decent
really-
damage off this.
Yeah,
Gets
huge
a chance to throw
situation.
rock. No! Command grab.
Miss.
Doesn't get the timing.
Oh, Mr. Crimson trying to jump out, gets hit by the... I think does huge damage. Nearly at the end of this V-trigger, but the Ruffian...
The medium ruffian just tosses it out.
Final round.
When in doubt, just rocket across the screen. One leg
Right.
facing forwards. Loving this careful spacing from Soundboy, not wanting to get tagged by these. Oh my lord, that's a combo? Fair enough. I'll take your word for it, Soundboy. Finds the zonk despite everything from so far away. Gets the double throw situation. Mr. Crimson having to the reversal out just to stay alive right here.
Oh, the trade. I think that did work out much better for Soundboy. Could activate off the X zonk, doesn't get the opportunity. Crimson knowing he needs to V reversal and not take those plus frames.
Yeah, just takes the sweep activation. A wonderful jet
Yeah,
check.
sweep activate. Oh, he tried to dash grab, I think. Oh, I think he could be dead. Oh, no, he's not. He's not.
He's on the base!
So hard to guess right there.
Dawson wins.
So, once again, that's another game for Mr. Crimson. This is starting to look a little bit scary if you're Soundboy. Despite all of these amazing interactions Soundboy is putting out, the scoreboard just isn't reflecting it. 8-2 right now. Mr. Crimson's just 2 games away.
You know, and like I said in the previous set, it can sometimes be cliched, but it really does feel like the scoreline doesn't reflect the effort that Soundboy is putting in.
Definitely not. No, like some of the ridiculous awareness, ridiculous plays we're seeing in these like minutia from Soundboy have been. There's the activation. Oh, and it gets a full jump in punish to boot.
I stunned off this. No,
Oh, he's so dead.
he is not though. Nice, Soundboy.
And maximum meter build for good measure. Wow.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, definitely needs to take that round, take the momentum, and get another round on the board as quickly as he can. Doesn't have to play crazy, doesn't have to play unsafe, but he wants to keep the momentum in his favor if he can.
Because at this point, if Soundboy wants to
Beautiful
win,
whiff punish. Oh my god.
and a full conversion for to boot. At this point, Soundboy has to win. Has to play so many games if they want to win this. We might be headed towards that 19-game total we're talking about.
We could.
Oh, just barely getting the tag of that EX tornado sweep. Find its mark. But Mr. Crimson's just playing so incredibly. They keep them at bay at this mid-screen. Wonderful, heavy ruffian.
Okay, activates there, dashes him in.
Yeah. Good patience from Mr. Crimson. Just delaying their decision a little bit so they can see that jump and just hit them straight out the sky. Surface to air missile.
Okay, we'll get it off. Yeah. Oh, the crush though. Yeah, opts to go for the slide after the crush to close the gap. Soundboy's got to be careful. Okay, gets the jump in.
Yeah, I guess the
The
target hit.
conversion off the lights. Activates here off the hammer swipe.
Activation of Mr. Crimson's own gonna go
Oh, and he
straight
tosses it out.
Yay.
Definitely dead for that.
Yeah. The only chance is whether it was a Dawson situation where it just doesn't.
Dawson wins.
Right. And that will put Crimson on set point. Sorry, set match, my apologies. And I cannot state it enough, that scoreline is not doing justice to the amount of effort both these players are putting in.
Absolutely. Soundboy's killing it. They're hitting so much juicy stuff, but it just ain't gonna matter if they can't find some W's here. They cannot drop a single game for the rest of this.
Okay, Crimson definitely feeling the offense at the moment. Okay, the back dash gets a good whip punish. Okay, busting in with the medium ruffian.
That's huge.
Oh, that crush
damage.
counter could be massive in terms of momentums.
That-
Never mind, Crimson taking it right back.
Oh, and that's so much damage. They're just trading the quarter into it. Oh no, that's a tragic situation. Losing that EX, having no resources.
Be really careful here, doesn't want to get whipped. Speaking of whip punished, almost got a beautiful one. Oh, that is going to put it on set point for Mr. Crimson.
Kicked in the liver, just like that. One more health bar is all that sits between Mr. Crimson. Samboy's playing this so careful, they know everything is on the line now. No mistakes left to be made.
Very nice. Capitalizes on that crush fantastically.
Beautiful pickup, the sweep into the ruffian. Yeah, a huge life lead back right here. This definitely could still go in Soundboy's favour, but Mr. Crimson is turning it up right now. Huge amount of pressure. Beautiful check with the
Whip
leg
punish on the
kick,
drill.
and the kills.
That was an amazing whip punish. That was godlike. That
Final round.
Oh my
was
lord!
absolutely godlike.
We've been talking about how they need to find some kind of honest, beautiful one. But even still, that pressure is
And as you said so many times, sorry, go ahead, Jasper. My apologies.
that pressure is not alleviated even a tiny bit for Sam. Just even with that, it's still got such a mountain.
Oh, and the stun is not going anywhere anytime soon. It looks like.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, it's a rough situation. There's the
VT. One touch here, and he is done for. Got to be careful for the Yoga Sniper, but it's so hard to react to.
He's been fried alive out here. There's the EX also. Huge damage. Got to keep everything tight here. Gets the command grab. One touch to do it.
Gets the command grab.
No!
There's the rock, and he gets thrown out of it. Great awareness from Crimson, though. You can't take it away from him. Damn.
Incredible stuff, man. So tragic for Sam.
And look, I can't overstate it, man. The 10-2 doesn't do justice to how close some of those rounds were. It really doesn't.
Obviously, Mr. Crimson, absolute god of the game. Honestly, such an incredible performance. Keep on top of things, despite every little trick, every little setup, and every ridiculous punish that Soundboy came up with, one after another. They kept in the lead, kept in charge, and just kept pressing those buttons. And honestly, when you got into that final situation, it's hard to imagine most people being able to find that courage to just press that grab on Wii. So
yes, guys. So just quickly to remind everybody, so we have on Friday night we have King of the Saltmine, which is our first 3 single elimination bracket, in which the winner gets the opportunity to face off against the current reigning king for a shot at the throne. Jasper, do you want to tell the guys about what we have coming for them on Sunday?
Absolutely. Every Sunday we pretty much the ultimate in EU open bracket experiences in this online era. You will not find anything more stacked than this every single week, from the tippy top highest level of players all the way down through every level you could imagine. You can absolutely find your place there. It's a fantastic opportunity and definitely worth either playing or spectating. It comes around on this Sunday.
Yeah, and it's also the last ranking event of the season, so the last tournament you can get points and qualify for the top 8 season finals next Sunday.
So if you're just outside of that top 8 margin, you definitely have to enter, because you can't.
Yeah. So thank you very much for tuning in today. I can't rate Capcom this time because the sets didn't take long enough. So let's check who can we rate. Okay, let's rate Kahi Cruiser.
Sounds good.
Yeah, see you on Friday.
Alright, guys.
See you on Friday with
Nice.
King of the Saltmine. Thanks to Jasper, AceOfSpuds. we are out for
Thanks
today.
for having us as always.
It's a pleasure.
Bye, guys.
Bye.